Drinking buddies. Today I thought it would be really fun and interesting to do a blind with some 1792 products to see which one I prefer blind. Maybe figure out which one's the best. We'll see.
I'm your drinking buddy.
First up, we have age 12 years on this end. This is going to be 96.6 proof. I have a feeling the older qualities of that one are going to be easier to pick out. Next up, we have full proof. This is 125 proof. The higher proof on this one should really be the easiest one to pick out, I hope. Probably would have to give up my whiskey channel if I can't pick out the full proof. So I should get at least one right because of the higher proof. Next up, we have the sweet wheat. Now this is going to be 91.2 proof, and it's the only one with a different mash bill. These are all going to be a high rye. This one replaces that rye with wheat. And then lastly, we have the classic 1792 small batch. And it's kind of a funny bottle because I feel like whenever I drink it and I know what I'm drinking, I'm like, yeah, that's pretty good. And then whenever I have it blind, I really like it. And I don't know why that is. But some friends and I have done blinds where this is just really done well. And we're gonna begin with number one over here on the end. Oh yeah, really nice nose on this. All of these should have a really nice nose. 1792 products all have a really good nose. You know, some of them I might not necessarily, I love all four of these, but some of their products I might not necessarily love the flavor, but I always get a great nose off of 1792 barley. Okay, so we got honey, some vanilla, and caramel? Maybe like a faint caramel, but mostly honey and like apple. It tastes hot, but it could be the high rye. I'm leaning towards that being the small batch as of right now. My coffee trick here. Like I've said before when I've done blinds, I don't know if the coffee actually works, but I used to use it when I used to sell colognes and perfumes. So, number two. Okay. This one's got a little bit more of a subtle nose, more oak. Not as much going on. I just get like oak and maybe a little bit of citrus. Yeah, like citrus trees. Okay. There's some heat on that one as well. There's more oak on that one, but it's also still very sweet. My initial impression is that that could be the full proof, because it was higher than this. I believe that's the full proof. And so far, number two is clearly better than one. One is good, but two is just loaded with. There's just a lot going on here. I get a little bit of, like I said, the oak. The higher proof is really bringing in a bunch more of those rye spices. There's a lot of vanilla on here. Yeah, that's definitely the full proof. I'm like pretty sure of that. Still two more, so we'll see. Okay. This has got a pretty similar nose to number one. Not much ethanol at all. It's like citrus and vanilla. Okay. Peanuts. So that's the sweet wheat. You can just tell those wheated bourbons, well, not all wheated bourbons taste like peanut butter, but a lot of wheated bourbons carry that peanut note. Caramel, vanilla. Once you get past the peanut, it's just classic bourbon notes. You know, your vanilla, your caramel, your oak. Yeah, just pretty solid bottle, honestly. I was fully expecting this to stand out as the weakest of the four, but so far, pretty solid, actually. Nothing against this bottle, I just feel like these other three are better bottles, but that's pretty solid right now. I'm feeling like that is nice and smooth, meaning hitting below its proof. I know a lot of people don't like that word smooth, but I feel like if I'm following it up with what I mean when I say smooth, yeah, I would guess that to be 85, 90 proof, and the sweet wheat is 91. Barely hitting below its proof, but it does taste rather smooth. Maybe I'm saying that because I believe I had it after the full proof. Okay, now this one's got a butterscotchy nose, which I usually only get off a rye. A little oak there too. Yeah, this one's oaky, not quite as sweet as the rest. Not as sweet, but really solid still. Got a little bit of a caramel thing going on. This is just really good. I want to say that I think that these two are the small batch and the aged 12 years, and they're my two favorites. But I'm going to go through them one more time. I'll give you my final guesses. All right, guys, I'm ready for my final guesses. I believe this is the 12 year, this is the full proof, this is the sweet wheat, and this is the small batch. I was kind of unsure of these two. I can't believe how I can't tell the difference between one that's 6-ish years and one that's 12-ish years. But you know, obviously this one's the full proof because it's got the higher proof to it, and obviously this one's the sweet wheat because it's got those peanut butter characteristics going on. They're all excellent. I actually think drinking them all next to each other really puts into perspective how good these bottles are. The only one that's readily available is the small batch. Anything else up here, you're probably gonna have to hunt for a little bit. The full proof used to be one that you could find a lot more easily. Now it's becoming really hard to find, and I think I know why. I'm gonna go ahead and say that's my favorite up here. And I'm saying that because, well, I'm saying that number 2 is my favorite up here. I don't know for sure that this is it, but I can tell that it's the higher proof, but 125 proof, it's not that much hotter than these other bottles. This is a really solid bottle, assuming that's it. But I'm gonna go with 2 is my favorite, and then 1, and then 4, and then 3. So let's figure out what number 1 is, which I believed to be the 12 year. Let's find out if I'm right. 12 year, woo! Number 2, full proof. Guys, I think I might have a queen sweep going on right now. My first queen sweep ever on this channel. Number 3, sweet wheat. Number 4, small batch. We got a queen sweep, what? Oh, I'm really proud of that. Don't have to lose my YouTube channel today. This was a really fun one. These are 4 really good bottles, and it really puts it into perspective of, you know, if you're new to bourbon, hit that bottom, middle, top shelf at your grocery store before you go hunting for some really crazy stuff, because you're gonna find gems like 1792 small batch. You're gonna find gems like Wild Turkey 101, Knob Creek Standard. Even the Knob Creek single barrel is one that you can sometimes find at grocery stores. Booker's sometimes you can find at grocery stores, but you know, I'm getting ahead of myself here. What I'm trying to say is Elijah Craig small batch. Heck, even Larceny for a mixer. There are great bottles you can get anywhere, anytime. And you know, we spend a lot of time focusing on these hunted barrels, hunted bottles, but you got stuff like 1792 small batch sitting right on the shelf. You can buy it any day of the week. Wild Turkey 101, any day of the week. Maker's 46, the best available wheated bourbon, just sitting on shelves. And we kind of ignore them because they're readily available. But you know what? Sometimes we find out they're almost as good as the stuff we've been hunting. Thank you for watching, Drinking Buddies. We'll see you on the next one.